Okay, Representative Hasner, let's go to you now. Representative Hasner, you're recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I move that we take up House Resolution 1A regarding solidarity with the State of Israel.
You're recognized. I'm sorry, read the resolution.
By Representative Hasner, House Resolution 1A, a resolution expressing solidarity with Israel in its defense against terrorism in the Gaza Strip.
Thank you, Representative Hasner. You're recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Members, as the saying goes, the more things change, the more things stay the same. With the exception of some of my colleagues in this chamber who were elected in 2002, along with myself, most of you would not know that the first legislative action that I took in the March 2003 legislative session was to sponsor House Resolution 9021, which was a resolution expressing solidarity with Israel in its fight against terrorism. And I was pleased that that resolution passed unanimously in this chamber. Since that day in 2003, I've had the opportunity on many occasions to work on legislative issues, substantive issues that impact the relationship that Florida has with the State of Israel. Last year, as you recall, Representative Gelber and I joined together, which at some times was not a very easy thing for us to do, but we joined together to support a resolution that honored the State of Israel on its 60th anniversary of nationhood. Now, during each of these occasions that we've worked on legislation that pertain to the State of Israel and our relationship, many of you have touched me with your stories about Israel and have expressed your support for the State of Israel. Not just my Jewish colleagues, but also many of you of the Christian faith who are strong advocates for the State of Israel. Your support has been truly meaningful to me and to the people of the State of Israel. Some of my friends in the House, those of you from Haiti, have also shared with me your support for Israel and have reminded me of Haiti's role in helping to secure statehood for Israel at the United Nations back in 1948. And yet, as I mentioned, while some things change, some things stay the same. Even after withdrawing from the Gaza Strip in 2005, the people of the State of Israel are still subjected to thousands of rockets and mortars that land on innocent school buildings and hospitals and communities. And while this is a very important and critical issue of international concern, this resolution, Mr. Speaker and members, is straightforward and simple. This resolution expresses our solidarity with the people of Israel and recognizes Israel's right to defend itself from these acts of terror committed by Hamas and others who have publicly declared their intention to destroy the State of Israel. I have been so pleased to learn that the support for the State of Israel has been bipartisan, unwavering, and without question. President Bush said, "This recent outburst of violence was instigated by Hamas, a Palestinian terrorist group supported by Iran and Syria that calls for Israel's destruction. America's objectives in the Middle East will remain clear. We seek security and peace for our allies, the free people of Israel." President-elect Barack Obama was quoted as saying, "If someone was sending rockets into my house where my two daughters sleep at night, I would do everything to stop that and would expect Israel to do the same." Florida's Democratic Congressman Robert Wexler said, "I strongly support Israel's right to self-defense in response to the continuous deadly rocket and mortar attacks launched by Hamas and other Palestinian terrorist organizations into Israel." Florida's Republican Congresswoman Ileana Ros-Lehtinen, "We stand with the Jewish State of Israel in its ongoing efforts to protect its citizens from those who seek its destruction." So members, today I come before you and I ask you to join me in supporting House Resolution 1A, a bipartisan expression of our solidarity with the people of Israel and supporting Israel's right to defend its people from these terrorist attacks.
Thank you, members. Before we get any questions, I do want to show the motion by Representative Hasner to take up the House resolution, show that passed without objection. Are there questions of the sponsor? Are there questions? Is there debate? Seeing none, Representative Hasner, you're recognized to close on your resolution. Representative Hasner ways closed. Members, now, all in favor of the adoption of House Joint Resolution 1A signify by saying yea. Yea. Opposed, nay. Show the resolution adopted. Representative Fetterman, you're recognized. Representative Fetterman, you're recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I rise to make a motion, Mr. Speaker.
You're recognized for a motion.
I move that the board be open to allow for co-sponsors of H.R. 1A and that the resolution be published in full in today's journal.
Thank you, members. You've heard the motion by Representative Fetterman. He moves that the board be open for co-sponsors on House Joint Resolution 1A, that the resolution be published in full in today's journal. Are there any questions? All in favor of the motion signify by saying yea. Yea. Opposed, no. Show the motion agreed to. The clerk will unlock the board, and the members will signify the co-sponsor by voting yes. By voting yes, is a co-sponsor. The clerk will lock the machine and announce the co-sponsor of H.R. 1A.
100 members co-sponsoring, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, members.